it was more so, did I did I force you into this friendship? Did I hold your hand and tell you that you have to be friends with me? Like, you start analyzing if there's something that you could have done to keep that relationship,
Right.
or if it was just you. Like, am I the problem?
Hey, you guys, welcome back to another episode of They Love Our Energy podcast. This is your host, Renata Nicole.
And I am Latreia Antoinette, Treya Antoinette, the Antoinette, Maria Antoinette.
Yes. So glad to be back for another episode.
I am so excited. Like Kevin Hart. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, I do remember him doing that. I love Kevin Hart. He's so funny and so little.
Sorry, I was about to say something, but anywho's. How are you doing this week?
I'm doing good.
That's good. Good.
Yes, very good.
This good.
The start of the new year is very good.
Very good.
I don't even know why I try because I'm not as good as this. I mean, good at that accent as you are.
Oh, accents.
No, the British one, whatever you be doing. Let me stop because I sound like so crazy. I can't do it.
You can't do it, my love.
No,
Oh my goodness.
I don't.
Look,
Why
you
is
did
it like I don't know what's
look
going
it,
on?
look it, look it, look it, look it. It's all right, darling. It takes some practice. It's probably because you're not a northern.
That may be why. Because I'm from the South.
Technically. Okay. She gave me the look, y'all.
Technically, I've been here since I was 1. So technically, yes.
You want to fight?
Do you want to fight me? Have you heard that?
No. Anyways, I'm glad you are doing good. How was your? You said your week was great. Good. Good. Despite the snow that we had. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I love your hair.
Oh, thank you.
It is. I always have liked that color on you. But how was your week?
My week was fine. I did almost get into a car accident, but that's just because people don't know how to drive, and the car almost hit my window, and he spun out, and I had a panic attack leaving the freeway. I did make sure that he was okay, or they were okay,
Right.
because they didn't hit anything and they didn't flipped over.
Thank
I still
God.
exit.
Right.
But thank God
Yeah.
that everything was fine, because I wasn't like, if they were gonna hit something, I would have pulled over and tried. But you almost ran into me, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not me almost running into you.
Yep.
But yeah, I turned around and went home.
I don't blame you because I definitely don't play with that snow and that ice.
By the way, you guys, while California had their firestorms and people are starting their fires, we do send our condolences to those who lost everything they had.
That's such a sad
and
story.
and losing people who they love dearly. We were battling with snow in Texas, which is nothing to compare with them losing everything. But I do hope that everybody is both good on the Texas side and the California side.
Yeah. Thankfully, no blackouts like we had.
Oh my gosh, the rolling blackouts. I got into my first Facebook fight, online social media fight,
Really?
with someone because they were like, me from Minnesota moved down here. What was, I think at the time it was like 8 years, because it was happened 2 years ago or 4 years ago. So year 6 or whatever. Oh, you guys should be prepared. You should have known that it snows there and stuff like that. Why would we waste the money and the resources on snowplows?
Really?
And when we only get snow a couple days. But the thing is, in Minnesota, it is illegal to turn off the electric and the heat during the winter hours. That's why you guys got a high bill. That's why Minnesota has a high bill, because it is illegal to turn off those resources. Here, they were purposely turning off our electricity and our heat, and it was horrible. But that's not what we're here for today.
Yeah. Well, what's a little podcast without talking about what's going on in our lives, right?
Right. Alrighty. Let's get to the series right now. Do you want to tell them what we're talking about today?
Did you really just do that on
Uh
purpose?
huh.
Oh, she put me on the spot, guys. Y'all know I don't remember. Not playing. I do remember.
Does she really though?
I remember what we're talking about, but will I mess up the title of our series? Yes, I will.
Sorry,
So go
y'all.
ahead.
Something's in my eye. Go ahead. Tell them.
Go ahead.
Nope. Tell them.
The series
Uh huh.
for this month
Uh huh.
is our
R.
blueprint to newness. Am I right? Am I right? No, I'm not.
Try
I got it.
Try it again. Try it again. Try it again.
Our blueprint to a fresh start.
There we go.
And when we say our, like
This
our
is
blueprint, okay?
Yeah. Take what you want out of it. We're just going to share some of the things that we plan on implementing into this year and some of the things that we tend to just throw into discard because we no longer need it.
Yes.
We are going to be on our phones, but at the same time, we do not want you to feel like we are neglecting or we're texting or anything like that. Our notes are on our phone. My printer doesn't work, y'all. Okay, things happen. I gotta get new ink. So, anywho's, would you like to go with the first one?
Yes, because I'm so excited about getting into this. With it being the beginning of a new year, and people tend to make new goals and new plans for themselves for the entire year. And so I feel like this is a great series to tap into at the start of the year. Because I'm like we talked about in last episode, we have really big expectations for ourselves and for our life this year. So I'm ready, y'all. I'm excited. I'm excited. But yeah, so this episode is gonna be all about letting go to grow. So of course we gotta let go of some things, y'all, in order to move forward and to grow. And it's an important part of the process, honestly.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. Yes, can't say that enough. But anyway, okay. So just letting go of the old. So letting go of the old when it comes to like our past failures, toxic relationships, limiting beliefs, like letting go of those things is a major part of moving forward into newness and moving forward into your growth. So I had to take a deep breath because I have finally come to a place to where I'm okay now, but I wasn't before. But one of my major things, I guess, that was holding me back, and not even just holding me back, but me not even realizing that it was holding me back, was a friendship that I had. So I definitely had a toxic relationship with a friend, and I didn't realize that like the relationship was so bad because it's like when you have your heart involved in something, it's kind of hard to look to see the negative in people. You overlook those things because you love that person so much. And this was a friend of mine. Like we were friends for, ooh, Lord, child, how old am I? Baby, since we was like, ooh, child, how long has it been since I graduated from high school? Ooh, jeez, we're not even gonna go down that road. But
2008?
Yeah. Huh?
2008?
I graduated in '06.
High school?
Yes, baby. '06. Look at your face. That sounds crazy, don't
No,
it?
because I graduated in 2011, so I was kind of just doing math, but
Yep. So this is a friendship that has been since way, way beyond then. So yeah, you just don't never realize it sometimes until you
grow.
Yeah. So for me, it wasn't until I had another major thing in my life. So I was married once before my marriage now, and I got divorced. And me and my ex husband, like, we are very good friends. Um, But sometimes people just grow apart from each other. We're not gonna get into details of what happened between us. But I also realized that in my marriage, and I'm not blaming this on him because it doesn't have nothing to do with him at all. But inside of that marriage, I realized when it was time for us to go our separate ways and it was time for us to divorce, that process of walking away from it made me realize that I never knew myself when I was in it. So when I finally did walk away from the marriage, like that's when I began to know like who Renata really is, what my worth is. And then once you start to learn what your worth is, then you start to examine everything else that's in your life.
I agree.
So that came to my friendships, and then that's when I started realizing that there were certain people that was in my circle that really didn't need to be there anymore, and that might have had like some toxic behavior, or you might see certain people envy you.
Yeah.
You start to pay more close attention to the things your friends say, those slick little
Those
remarks
comments,
that they
yeah.
try to like squeeze in there. You pay more attention to those type of things, and then you realize, baby, this not my life no more.
Yeah.
Like, I know who I am, and I'm not
Exactly.
gonna let you or anybody else come into my space that I worked so hard to create. And so letting go of toxic friendships is important because yeah, we be so in love with even our friends, like that we miss the red flags. We mix the toxic things.
Yeah.
And we gotta let go of those things to move forward. We gotta let go of those people so that we can move forward with our lives. Like,
I agree. I'll piggyback on a little bit of what you said. It took me till what I think like 2 years ago to officially let go, or maybe just last year to let go of a friendship that I've had since I was a senior.
wow.
And I was the godmother to her children. But at the same time, it was more so, did I feel did I force you into this friendship? Did I hold your hand and tell you that you have to be friends with me? Like, you start analyzing if there's something that you could have done to keep that relationship,
Right.
or if it was just you. Like, am I the problem? Am I
Right.
too needy
Yeah.
in certain circumstances? So yeah, I had to let go of a friendship, but I've learned to use my voice at the same time.
Right.
And I'll talk more about that into our next topic, or our next,
Key point.
part.
Yeah.
But it was more so, I feel like my past friendships are hindering my future friendships. And I don't know internally how to fix that.
So how do you feel like what happened in the past is hindering? What do you see yourself doing in your current friendship that you feel like is what's hindering something from your past?
I don't think I'm as open or communicative. Is that
Do
a
you
word?
feel like you have a guard up?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if it's because I was the only child, but like neglecting. I don't like to feel neglected, because when I put my heart and soul into something, it
Yeah.
hurts
Yeah.
so bad to where I'm like, okay, are you only friends with me because of this situation? Are we like, are we trauma bonded? Not saying like
Right.
my current friendships could be trauma bonding, but
Yeah.
it's like, how can I be the best version of myself in our friendship?
So let me ask you this. Do you really, 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 really feel like you have let go of that hurt?
I do, because like I don't check on that person's social media. I don't feel bad. Birthdays come, I even forget. Like, it's not like something that I'm emotionally tied to. I just think that, how can I become a better friend?
Have you maybe tried to ask your friends that?
No.
Or maybe you should. Because maybe to them, you're already a great friend.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just you and you're battling with that in your head. And so I would just ask them, because that's the great. That's the beautiful thing about friendships, though. When you really connect to somebody who's healthy and someone
Yeah.
who's genuine or someone who really, really loves you, you can really talk to them about anything, whether it's something that's not so good and then something that's so wonderful. So
Yeah.
I would just like ask them, like, hey, how do you view me as a friend? Is there anything that you feel like as your friend I need to work on? And if they say no, then that way you know you're just in your head.
Yeah.
And it's not you. It's
Right.
just you're just in your head. But then if they say yes, then at least you know what that is, and then you can just work towards
Being a better friend.
yeah.
Yeah, because I watched something and it was like, send your friends, like, if you get this text message, just know that deep down, because I did plan on taking it. It just takes me a little bit longer because I overanalyze everything, you guys. I'm always constantly in my head. But I want to symbolise like I value you as a friend. If I ever came across a certain way, at any point, let me know, check me right there because I want to continue this friendship.
Right, yeah.
But also it could just be it's winter time and it snow well it excuse me, it rains a lot in Texas. So like there's no sun. So it could just be my internal
Right, yeah.
internal thoughts.
Just having to push past that on those days, yeah.
Yeah. Another thing is positive affirmations. How like eliminating that doubt.
Right, yeah.
Like I kind of replace the negative with something positive. Like right now, Trey, you a horrible friend. Girl, I'm a good ass friend. I'm a good friend. We're working on our
talk.
We're working on our cussing
Yes,
this year, okay? But yeah, like, oh no, you're a good friend, but you can work a little bit more into this,
Right.
like, because I think a couple weeks ago, or maybe like before I moved, or probably when I moved, I was in the neighborhood and I bought Jerome a Christmas present, and I had to text my other friend, which is my friend's husband, like, I know she likes sushi, but what kind of sushi she wants?
Right.
I'm gonna surprise her. I surprised her with the sushi. See? The only thing is I couldn't surprise the other friend because the other friend just lives that way.
Way far.
She used to live down here. Now she used to like we all used to be here. But now one's here, and I'm down here now. But I'm closer to you.
Yeah, that's true.
But positive affirmations is something to work for, and then getting rid of those, like you said, those energy drainers in friendships. I had to come to the conclusion myself on telling people my true feelings and like, hey, this is how I feel here. Right. And if you don't see me here, therefore I'm gonna have to end our friendship.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna phase out. I'm gonna tell you because I don't know what it is with me, but I feel like I need a reasoning. Like I need a. What is it when you break up with somebody and you gotta
need closure?
I need closure.
Yeah.
I'm a closure person.
Me too. I'm a closure person. Like if I hate to say this word, but if I cut you off, you're gonna know that I did. You're not gonna guess that I did. You're not gonna be like, well, dang, did she cut me off? No, you're gonna know because I'm going to tell you, like, hey, we can't be friends no more, and this is the reasons why. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you that I've done my best to be the best friend I can be for you, or to you, but all these other things have occurred, or I don't like how this is, or blah blah blah. And so I gotta let go of this. I love you. I'm gonna let you know too. I love you because everybody that I have been connected to, I've always had a strong love for them. Yeah. And just because we're not friends no more doesn't mean that love is gone. It's still there. Like I still care about your well-being. I still even pray for you. But it's just I'm in a different season and I'm in a different space.
Because you know your worth now.
Yeah, I know my worth and
you know what you bring to the table.
Yes, I know it. Yes, baby. I know what I bring to the table and everybody doesn't deserve what I bring to the table.
Exactly.
So I just want to keep my healthy place, protecting my healthy place because I worked so hard to get here. So
how do you deal with or past failures? How do you see your past failures? Like, how do you let go of your past failures?
Okay, so I used to be I used to kind of be afraid with my failure just because it would affect my mental as
Mm-hmm.
far as, dang, I really thought that I could do this, but I guess maybe I just can't.
Yeah.
And then also other people, outside people, wondering or judging me for my failures. But I started thinking, like, at the end of the day, like, it is what it is, because everybody who has succeeded in life has failed many times
Many
before, and the
times.
only thing to me that matters now is that I get back up and I do it again. So now I'm kind of, we're just gonna go like and the failure is a lesson too for me. So wherever I have failed at, okay, there, let me see what lesson was supposed to be learned in
Yeah.
this failure, or let me see what I need to do different now so that I don't do the same thing next time and fail again.
Exactly.
So I'm just, I don't know, right now I'm just like, I thank God for my positive mindset, because right now I'm okay. I'm okay with failing, y'all. I'm
Yeah.
okay. And I'm okay with people seeing it too, because at the end of the day, when I finally do make it, y'all gonna be able to look back to my past and be like, look at her progress along the way. Or
Yeah.
you could be inspired by that because you might have failed, and when you see people at the top but then you go back and see their failures, it inspires you to keep going.
I agree.
So
I agree. I
yeah.
love looking at like somebody that I might idolize.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what's at the top of your feet.
Right.
I want to go all the way down
Yes.
and see how you
Yes.
improved and what little
Yes.
small changes that you
Mm-hmm.
made, because I can just tweak mine just a tad
Right.
bit each time.
Exactly.
I see
Exactly.
my failures as one step closer to achieving that goal,
Right.
because mentally I was down on myself. Like, that's why I probably started doing quarter goals, y'all.
Right. Because with you saying that, I wasn't doing quarterly goals never up
Yeah.
until this year. And guess what? I was failing. I
Yeah.
wasn't accomplishing
It's
anything. That
because
wasn't working for me the way I was doing it.
we put down so
So
much
much.
stuff
It's so much
of
pressure.
what we want to achieve, and then right to that last month you look back and you're like, I feel like I gotta do this, but it's
Right.
not enough
It's too
time.
much pressure.
But if you
Yep.
break it down and
Mm-hmm.
literally say, oh, I want to what's a good example? I want to
Mm.
open up a business.
Right. There you go.
Okay, when do you want to open up this business by? I
Mm-hmm.
want to open up this business by April.
Right.
Okay, so we have right now we have about 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
April is 4, right? Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. April is 4 months. Okay, so if I'm starting in January, did I secure a name?
Right.
Okay, maybe
Mm-hmm.
in January I secured my LLC and my seller's permit if I have to sell something, or if your state needs to have a seller's permit. Okay, do I need an EIN number? I can do that all in the month of January. I have 4 weeks.
Exactly.
Well, I think we have 5 weeks this week.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we had 5 weeks this
So,
month. Yeah.
so we have 5 weeks this. Is it 5?
It is 5. Yeah.
We
It's
have
like,
four
it's
to
four
five.
weekends. It's 4 weekends, but it's like, because the first started on a
Oh, it did
Wednesday.
start on a
So
Wednesday.
technically it was like in between
We
December
got
and
we
January.
got 4 to 5. We got
Right.
four to
We have
five.
4.5 weeks.
There we go. To be specific. So you go. So okay, that means I have 31 days
Mm-hmm.
to at least achieve this goal this
Yeah.
month. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what am I gonna put in on next month?
Right.
Okay, so
Exactly.
I got the LLC. Do I have any material or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
Did I secure a name on Instagram? Because trying to secure a name on Instagram with no hyphen is so hard.
Oh my gosh, yes.
No space bar,
Yes.
no underscore. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get serious.
Oh my god, that is the truth though.
But then it's like, okay, or let's say that you don't have the money or the resources to do that in January. Well, what do you want to sell?
Right.
Did you look at your vendors? Did you have
Mm-hmm.
a vendor list? How can you
Mm-hmm.
find a vendor list?
Yep.
So just there's so many steps
It is. Yep.
that we can take and break it down in each month. So therefore we're not overwhelmed.
Yes. And therefore we can succeed.
Yes. Sorry, y'all. It was a little tangent.
Yes.
You know what? I'm not sorry, because you probably needed
Right.
this.
Girl,
you probably
stop
need this.
apologizing. You know that's the book I'm reading. Girl, stop. No.
But yeah, so just seeing my failures as one step closer to achieving the things that I actually am going to do.
Right.
And then just changing that self-talk.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're the same.
Right.
down
Yeah.
on ourselves,
Yeah.
pondering over
Right.
absolutely nothing that we can't control. Because maybe there was
Right.
a life, like somebody passed away, someone got sick.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. We could
Right.
just adjust it, see what we did not succeed in, and just carry it on to the next month or the next quarter
Right.
or the next year.
Exactly. Yeah.
Unless it was some reason why that goal was a reason why you didn't that something that God didn't have planned for you,
Right.
because maybe
For
you changed
sure.
your mind after
Mm-hmm.
everything happened, you
Right.
know.
Yeah. It
um,
happens for sure.
so our
Yep.
next our little next thing is emotional detox, practicing forgiveness and cultivating self compassion to lighten your emotional load. I'm not gonna lie, I struggle with my emotions, like emotionally detoxing, because I am someone who can ponder for weeks on end, and then I would seek some type of not validation, but closure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, she said that I was like this. Well, let me go ask my people. This person, one person's thought on yourself does not determine on who you are. But I feel like if it's something that attacks your character and you know it's something that you're not, it's hard to emotionally detox from that.
Right.
Because like I said, I've learned to use my voice.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the process of me trying to emotionally detox, a way for me to do that is to express my opinion and don't hold expectations on someone.
Right. Yeah.
And that is something that I am still trying to learn, because I had a conversation with a sibling of mine, and I didn't like the way that that conversation went,
Mm.
and I was seeking validation on my feelings.
Mm.
But maybe that's just the way that they can communicate.
Right.
And we weren't raised together, so I don't know how how emotionally available she is to her emotions.
Right. Yeah.
And that's really hard,
Yeah.
because I was raised different, to where I can speak to my mom or my grandma about something,
Right.
and I can emotionally detox my feelings.
Yeah.
And maybe she's just not there. So for me to hold expectations, like, can you just validate my feelings?
Mm-hmm.
Don't just push it over the rug. But
Right.
that's probably how you deal with it.
Yeah.
So in order for me to emotionally detox is actually, one, tell people how I feel, and then remove the expectation, because that's probably all that they can give me.
Right.
And
Yeah.
what they can give me is something that I can try to work. I can choose to work with it, or I can choose not to work with
Yep.
it.
Exactly.
And that's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
That was real hard.
It is.
And
Yeah.
now listen, I'm a Cancer, y'all, but I'm not a sensitive Cancer. Well, I wouldn't say I'm not a crybaby. I am a sensitive savage. I will tell you what's on
Sensitive
my mind,
savage.
and then I will cry about it later, and then I will figure out how to deal with those emotions. Because trying to deal with other
That
people's
is so
emotions while
funny.
I'm emotionally unstable is so hard.
Right. It is. It definitely is. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with myself half of the time, especially with my nephew. Be like, why are you whining? Can we say it with our chest a little bit? But don't yell at me. Just tell me what's wrong with you.
Right.
When you're ready to talk, I will be ready to listen. Man, you
No,
better say it with your chest.
but for real though, the fact that you do that with him is good, because that's where sometimes as parents we can kind of like we have to help our children learn how to also navigate through their emotions when they come to us and they're crying. If we're not telling them, okay, dry your tears, use your words, and we're just letting them, oh, I wanted this and I wanted that, and you just give it to them, you're not teaching them how to navigate those
Yeah.
emotions. So then when grow up and they become adults like us, then they're struggling also with their emotions because we didn't teach
We
them.
didn't allow them to feel.
Yeah,
Like, I never
you don't
want.
have to cry to express yourself. You
Yes.
don't.
I don't want to never feel like I'm silencing someone from
Right.
feeling how they feel.
Yes.
So I always tell, like, My couple months of being a kindergarten teacher,
Like, y'all, what is it?
I told
Talk.
them that don't tell on me. Don't tell. Stop being a tattler.
Right.
Find a solution.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't find a solution on yourself, ask a friend to help you solve that solution. And if that solution cannot be fixed, come to me.
Right.
Tell me what the solution is that you guys came up with. And then I'm going to actually ask a couple of questions and you're going to find that solution again.
Right. Yep.
And then as far as emotions, I feel bad half of the time because I feel bad for my kid because I still do it. I will laugh. Like, I tell my nephew every time, I say, you're going to hurt yourself. And then I'm going to laugh. But I'm going to love you at the end of the day. But I'm going to laugh because
Right.
I've warned you to stop doing this 4 times.
Yeah.
You go F around and find out. But then the moment he starts crying, I'm like, okay, I can't understand you. And I don't want you to be frustrated because you're not getting perceived the way that you want to be. So when you're ready to calm down,
Right. Then come talk to me.
then come talk to me.
Yeah.
I'll help you. But I'm going to let you know if it's something that I said no to, we're just still not going to get it.
Right.
Listen.
That's funny.
I feel bad for my kid because I'll
That is hilarious.
be like, I told you not to do that. You just ran right into it. Come give me love. But we not going to do this again, right?
Right.
And I'm over here. Oh, poor baby.
Yeah, that's needed.
How do you emotionally detox and
Emotional detox for me, kind of, it's all based around trauma for me. I have a lot of childhood trauma, a lot.
How many ones you got? A lot.
Right.
Sorry, y'all. I promise you I'm not being insensitive to her situation.
No. I don't feel that way, of course. But yeah, so it's all kind of stemmed around trauma.
Yeah.
One thing that I know that has kind of held me captive, it doesn't anymore, but used to hold me captive for so long, was my issues with my dad. So I'm definitely one of those girls who had daddy issues.
But seeing you now and when I met you, you didn't really seem like you've had daddy issues. I can see probably like neglect, but when it comes to the love that you have with your current partner, is so beautiful. So I want to tell you, I've never perceived you that way. And it could also just be a really good man that's a strong man that is able to help you navigate through your life. Because, yes.
Girl. Look, and that right there is a whole other topic for another day because I can dig in so deep with that one as well. My main issues with my dad was he was an absent father, straight up. He was an absent father. But I think the thing that hurt me the most is that he ended up marrying, and who he married had 2 kids. Not his. She came with 2 kids.
Okay.
So on the outside looking in, being that you are an absent father, but you showed up beyond measures for 2 other kids that biologically was not yours, I could never seem to let that go. So much hatred, so much anger. Well, I wasn't, not hatred, but so much anger I had because I could never understand why you could take care of 2 kids that was not yours, but you cannot take care of your own. I could never understand that. Still to this day, no, can't nobody get me to understand that. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
Like, couldn't nobody get me to understand that. And then it used to harbor feelings that I had towards her too, if I'm being honest, because I used to think, how could you be a wife and allow your husband, knowing that you have a husband who has kids, and you're not pushing your husband to be in those kids' life? Like, how could you be a wife that's like that? But at the end of the day, I never knew what went on behind closed doors, or if she was trying to push him and he just wasn't
ready.
You know what I'm saying? So thank God me and my dad are working on our relationship now, and it's getting better. But I couldn't get to this place of building and working on my relationship with him until I forgave him. And so that's when you kind of, when it comes to emotional detox, sometimes we have to be okay with not ever getting the apology that we want. We got to be okay with that. And we got to understand that forgiveness is really for us, it's not for them. Yeah. It's really for us. We have to forgive them so that we can heal our heart. And the way that I did that, because I didn't fully forgive my dad until like 2019. So until like 2019 is when I could say I like fully forgave him. And the way I did that is because I knew I never felt comfortable completely talking to him to his face and telling him how I felt, because I just felt like I'm not trying to do this pity party thing. So one day I just got a piece of paper and I started writing. I wrote everything I felt, every time that I needed you there and you wasn't there. Like, it's honestly making me emotional right now just talking about it. But every time that I needed you, and how important a dad is in a girl's life. Like, you're supposed to be our first love. You're supposed to teach us how men are supposed to love us. And you dropped the fucking ball, bro. Yeah. You dropped it. But whatever. So I wrote down everything that I held in my heart and in my mind and in my emotions for so many years. I wrote all of that down. I put it in an envelope. I wrote the envelope out to his address, and I never mailed it. So he still doesn't even know exactly how I felt. But I never mailed it. But the fact that I wrote all of it down, it made me fully release. It helped me fully release everything that I had been holding on for so many years. And I was able to just forgive him and let go. Like, at the end of the day, life is short. Yes. So it's like, you can die. Obviously, I'm hurt because I care. So now that I'm healed, I'm not going to focus on what happened in the past. Like, we had a conversation. I was able to have a conversation with him, and I told him, don't bring up the past no more. What happened, happened. Let's stop apologizing forward. And let's move forward. I don't care anymore. I'm healed. I don't care. I am new. I feel loved. I'm a different person. I'm in a healthy space. And I want you to be too. You got to let it go for yourself too. Yeah. I'm not mad anymore. So let's just move forward. And he has been doing an excellent job of just calling and texting. That's and just I'm hearing more from him, and we've seen each other a whole lot more. So it's just been perfect. But that's how I emotionally detox. It's writing for me. Because sometimes I don't want to necessarily tell that person exactly how I feel, because what if you sit down with that person and you express to them how you feel, and they're just like, I don't, okay, and yeah, and then you're still hurt. If anything, you just rip the band-aid that is hanging on, that I was trying to, you just ripped it all the way off, and now I gotta go to the store and buy a whole new band-aid. Yeah. And no, because I don't got time for that. So yeah, I want to heal for real. So that's how I deal with my emotional detox. Just being okay with not getting the apology that I want, and just knowing forgiveness is for me, and just writing that stuff down, girl.
Hey, let me take a page of your book, okay? Because I'm still trying to learn how to emotionally detox, okay? Because,
she like, and on that note, on to the next.
Peace.
I probably had the ugliest face just now.
Physical space, decluttering.
Let me put this down here, a little shaky in the ice, because I was getting a little, we was getting yeah. Oh yes, decluttering your space, baby, your space.
Let me tell you,
your space, this space.
I've learned to try to control my I wouldn't even say impulse cleaning, but I'm trying to learn to let my house just be how it is. It doesn't have to be as perfect. But let me tell you, something about a clean space clears your mind.
Yes.
I love to go to bed in a clean made bed. Mm-hmm. Nothing on the floor. I've learned this from my grandmother, actually. Grandmother. Shout out to Gma, y'all. She's always made sure that she had clean space. Mm-hmm. And she said, when you reorganize your room, Um, One, don't wake up and not and feel like you're not in your house because you you moved your room around. But when you organize things and it has a place and that your surroundings is clean, you have a clear mind to go to sleep. Like you're not worried about the
Right.
dishes in the dishwasher
Right.
because it's already done. You
Right.
don't have to worry about cleaning things in the
Right.
morning because it's already done.
Yes, that
So,
part.
starting a routine, if you are someone who has cluttered space, I personally say if it's been gone for months and you finally find it, throw it out
Right,
because you don't
exactly.
need
You
it.
wasn't, yes, you did not
You
need
do
that.
not need it. Like, I have stuff in the storage that I can't wait. Like, when we moved here, I was like, what's this?
Right.
Okay. Trash, trash, trash. My husband's like, do you need this? What is that? He's like, it's yours. I said, trash.
Right, just throw it out.
I am the
Just
queen
throw it
of throwing
out.
things away. You could ask him. He'd be like, she threw the bed away. I said, I didn't throw the bed away. I just threw the headboard away because
Yes.
it serves no purpose for just sitting there.
None
If it doesn't give
whatsoever.
you any spiritual, emotional, or physical movement, belief, or whatever, get rid of it.
Throw it away,
Throw it away.
baby.
Because you know why? You can always replace it with something better. Sometimes.
Sometimes,
If
yeah.
it has no sentimental attachment, just let it go.
Right.
I've learned to let go things that have no sentimental value, but I've learned to also let go some things that have sentimental value, like T-shirts that like my mom and my grandmother would get me from like Jamaica
Oh,
or
yeah.
or I think my mom went to Alabama with the Union or whatever, and I'm just like,
Can't let this go.
I can't let it go because they bought it, but I've had it for years. So I feel like you have to put an expiration date on certain things.
Girl, I'm glad you said that because my friend got married and we got t-shirts because I was in the bridal party and I still have my shirt and I be wanting to throw it away. But then I think about that day. And when I tell you, like, I wear it around the house to sleep in, it got holes in the armpits.
I
I
just
be.
threw yours out because of the
What
same
shirt?
reason.
Really? Really? You just. So she just threw. Okay. It's okay because I don't have mine no more either. I threw it away too.
I was sitting here like the color is faded. My numbers, my letters is gone.
Just throw it away. I know.
I was like,
Oh
can I
my
cut it up? Can I
God.
reset?
Right. Like, oh my God. Yes, that t-shirt I have from my friend's wedding. Holes. If I'm in the kitchen, I'm getting some. The kids be like, is that a hole in your armpit? Yes, it is. Mind your business.
But I have three things, I think. I have three things that I have kept. I've kept my old badminton shirt.
Okay.
I got rid of my cheerleading sweater that had my last name on it.
Oh.
It got too small.
Oh.
So I'm looking like a toddler, like, the sleeves
Yeah.
up, and I'm like this. I'm like, maybe if I just roll it up.
That's funny.
I got rid of that, but I have my husband's football shirt,
Okay.
football sweater from a school that I didn't go to, but I call it my sick sweater, my period sweater. Like like anytime I'm feeling blue, it's just something. It is blue too, but anytime I'm feeling kind of down, just put the sweater on. I'll be okay.
That's kind of unique though. That it's blue.
It is
And
blue.
when you feeling blue, you just
I
put
just
that
put
on.
on,
That's your
and
feeling
again,
blue sweater.
it's my feeling blue
Make you
sweater.
feel like your husband just holding you, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so and then I have my badminton sweater that actually has a hole right here. And then I just took my Betty Boot jacket from the storage. But it's the biker jacket. You know when everybody had like the character, like the SpongeBob little jackets from the candy shop? I had that since I was a sophomore, maybe a junior,
Wow.
and I just took it out, and I need to go take it to the not the garbage,
The cleaners.
the cleaners because I can't wash it in the washer.
Right.
But it matches my car.
Oh, okay. So let me find out. I'll be seeing you here soon.
You see me in a
riding in her Betty Boop sweater in her car.
It's a jacket. It's a jacket. Okay.
I'm sorry. Her jacket.
I'm gonna need more. It's like a letters jacket.
Yeah.
Like a letters jacket.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
I just had to
Cute.
let that be known.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, make sure. Listen, that's a content moment. You need to make some content.
Let me tell you, because I'm about to buy me some cowboy boots.
Okay.
So anytime I drive my husband's truck,
you gonna wear the cowboy boots.
Exactly.
Look at her.
So if I do a get ready with me
y'all.
and y'all see the cowboy boots, y'all know what vehicle I'm driving. The F-150, baby. I'm gonna take. Now I'm gonna be like, I'm a buckle bunny.
Oh my god. Wow, girl. Yes.
Okay.
Declutter, guys.
Please,
everything. Your house, your phone. Decluttering is very big for me right before like the new year and stuff. Just because I might have had so much content in my phone from the year before, and I need to get rid of all of that so I can prepare for the new year, so I can start making new content. But yeah, your laptop, your
laptop, girl.
Your emails, baby. I cannot. My husband probably got like 60,000 emails, and I cannot stand when he asks me to go in there and look for something. Like, what? No, you must be guilty because you over there hiding. I cannot stand to see that many dang emails.
Well, listen, I have two emails. I have the important email, and then I have everything else. Okay. So that's why that is like that. So all the coupons, all the promotions.
I can understand it.
But if it's not medical, business, well, I got another email for that too. But if it's not medical, if it's not important, basically, it doesn't go into the last names because
that can slide.
Yeah, because I have my maiden name email, and then I have my marriage email. I hate to see that. All right,
the email hate to see me coming.
I told somebody I had it, and Kim was like, Treya, and I was like. She's like, I'm so shocked. You, out of all people,
yes, right,
the structured one, and you ain't got your stuff labeled. I said, I just, when iPhone users, y'all know what I'm talking about. You unlock your phone, you go down, and there's a search button. I search all what I'm looking for. If I'm looking for Facebook, I search Facebook. If I'm looking for Canva, I search Canva. I don't go to the icon. What goes to the icon?
It's so funny.
All right.
Yes.
Last one.
Last one.
I know that
one of my faves.
I was gonna say I know this is your favorite.
This is my thing, y'all. So, this is my thing.
Mindful practice.
Yes.
Whether that's journaling.
Take a moment of silence.
Breathe in. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let out. It feels good.
Yes, it does.
I did hold my breath while I counted.
Yes, it does.
Just letting y'all know. Whether that's journaling and meditating. I will let you go ahead.
It's my thing, y'all. It's my thing.
And then I'm gonna share some of the things that I'm practicing and what I'm doing.
Yeah. Mindfulness practicing has been very amazing. Last episode I told y'all I'm working on 365 days of meditation. I don't even know what the day is. Yes, I do. Today is the 11th because my grandma's birthday.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
I love her.
Happy birthday.
So but yes. So it's a day 11 of meditation, and I am that's probably why my mindset has been so positive. But that's the whole reason of doing mindfulness practicing, because it is going to keep your mind clear and keep it positive, and it's going to calm you down. If you're an overthinker, it's going to help you with that. But my meditation sessions are different. Sometimes I sit in silence and just breathe. Sometimes it leads to prayer. This morning I woke up, I had my alarm set for 7 o'clock this morning, and I end up waking up at 6:30. And so instead of me just trying to fall back asleep for 30 minutes, because y'all, if you wake up, if your sleep is broke, do not go back to sleep. It's just gonna make you even more tired. But anyway, so I got up and meditated.
I go back to sleep.
Don't do it. You're not supposed to.
We're not up.
Scientifically.
We're not up. What am I supposed to do at 3 o'clock
Get
in the
up.
morning? But when I do,
Well, okay.
but when I do
Now,
get up,
if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, that's different. If it's like 30 minutes, 45 minutes before your alarm,
no,
stay up.
no,
But if it's different, that's different.
because if it's different, that's different.
If it's 3 o'clock in the morning, no, go and you ain't waking up to 7 late, but
Cause,
back down.
cause, girl, I'll be on that toilet.
Not
Just,
on the toilet.
but I don't even be. My pants ain't down or anything. I just be
She
sitting
just
in
be
the back.
sitting on the toilet.
I just be sitting in the bathroom, like, what am I supposed to do for
Okay.
2 additional hours? But anyway, if your sleep's not broken,
Yes. So this morning was about gratitude. So that's what I want to just focus on in today's episode when it comes to meditating. Gratitude, guys. That's gonna be the key that get us to where we going. If we're complaining about where we're at in our life, like all we're doing is putting negative energy out into the atmosphere, and that's not gonna get us nowhere. That's just gonna keep us stuck where we're at. But when you actually take time to sit and think about everything that you do have, like this morning, when I was just thinking about how thankful I was, I'm thankful I woke up this
yeah,
morning. I'm thankful a tree didn't fall on my house during the snow.
yeah,
Like, I'm thankful the kids are safe. Nobody broke in. Like, I'm thankful for my job, even though I don't like it. I'm grateful that I have money so I can pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? I'm not happy at the job, but I'm still grateful that I have it. So I'm gonna focus on the positive of things instead of the negative, and that's what meditation will help you do. It help you shift your mind from the negative perspectives to the positive. So that's why I love meditation so much. So like she said, when she's down and when she's blue, having one of her blue days, she uses her husband's sweater to comfort her. Meditation is something you can do. If you're having a very rough time, moment, or day, take some time to just stop and breathe.
yeah.
It's gonna calm you down. I promise you guys. It really is. So, and that's scientifically too. But yes, that's not. I'm so excited for this 365 days of meditation. I just want to see who I'm gonna be at the end of the year after doing this.
Yeah.
Like, I have to make sure I push through. I cannot forget. Like, one day I woke up and I did not do it, and I was like, "Oh crap! Thank God."
Still had time.
I was reminded before I went to sleep, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I ain't meditated. I'm gonna do this before I go to sleep." So I haven't missed a day yet, and I'm not trying to because I want to see.
That's
I
good.
want to see what it does for me.
So mine's is so in the morning I write a letter to God expressing my
Oh,
gratitude.
I love
So
that.
I will be I will share just briefly. I would go thank you, Heavenly Father, for waking or giving me and my husband the day that we had yesterday. Even if we had challenges, you gave us the strength to persevere and go through it. Thank you for kindness of my husband and the love that I'm getting. Thankful for
Right.
my family is being up.
Yes.
And then once I'm done, I will then write a prayer to someone in my immediate circle who may need a prayer or don't know that they need a prayer. So, like, if you are having a hard time coping with your job, I would be like, please send nothing but positive vibes for such and such to embrace the day that they're going to have.
Right.
And then I will sometimes ask for something or like send a little prayer for me, but half of the time I really don't ask for anything.
Yeah.
And then no, sorry, that's at night. In the morning, I feel like I'm getting it mixed up. In the no, that's in the morning. I write 2 letters, and then my other letter is writing a letter to myself.
Yeah.
Writing a letter to myself about tomorrow.
Right.
So, hey Trey, today was a good day. Tomorrow's going to be even better. You are going to be the most funnest version of yourself for the kids. You're going to have tons of energy. You're going to have a great gym session. Your husband is going to be appreciative over the things that you can provide him in the household. Just certain things because it puts already a positive mindset
Right.
for the next day. So like
Yeah,
people have
that's
the
good. Gratitude.
the gratitude journal, which is like what's my intention for today, the intention for tomorrow, what is something that I can improve in.
Right.
So I just instead of doing it that way, it's just a little letter to myself of like,
Mm-hmm.
I am predicting my happiness the next
Right.
day.
Yep.
And then
I like it.
I stopped sleeping with the TV on. And
Mm-hmm.
the only time I sleep with the TV on is on the weekends. And I have like this little, it's like, it's not a nightlight, y'all, but it's like the stars,
Oh, that's
or like the galaxy. So
beautiful.
when
That's
before
beautiful.
my husband gets to bed, because sometimes I'm the first one, I will just lay with the stars above me, and then I will start my meditation. Sometimes I can remember to do so. Sometimes I just take my pill and go to sleep. But
Yeah.
it's just, I'm detoxing. I am
Mm-hmm.
releasing any
Yeah.
feelings and thoughts, so that therefore I'm not thinking about um, my next day. Like, what am I doing today? What am I going to
Right.
wear? If I lay everything out, I'm ready to just look at my stars and just breathe.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I have rapid thoughts. I feel like there's 15 personalities that want to talk all at once, and I hear them all. And so that's probably why it's hard for me to go to sleep, because there's
Yeah.
so many thoughts. But when
Right.
you calm it down
Mm-hmm.
and focus on your breathing and just trying to clear that space, even if it's just you're not thinking about anything, you're totally fine.
Right.
Whatever's going to
Mm-hmm.
bother you, whatever thought block, go away. Like,
Yes.
it just
Yes.
calms you, and then you can
It
just
does.
go to sleep
It's
with
beautiful.
physical touch.
It's beautiful.
But
And I'm actually I decided that I was gonna commit to doing a daily journal. I'm gonna do a little bit opposite from you. I'm gonna write at the end of my day, and I'm just gonna express everything how I felt for that day. Like whether it's good, whether it's bad, I'm just gonna put it down on a in my journal for that day. And that way I'm also like emotionally detoxing if I did have an emotional day, like how I told y'all with my dad. And that way it's just on paper, because I do deal with so much trauma, and I have triggers sometimes, and yes, I'm getting the help that I need. But when I say I have a lot, it's a lot to unpack. So I just want to keep track of my daily progress, so that months from now I can go back and look at that and be like, oh dang, I remember when I used to feel like that, and I don't feel like that no more. So I am going to commit to picking back up the journal and journaling every night, just to kind of express how I feel at that moment and how my day went. So that's good. Oh,
yay!
I'm excited.
Well,
I'm
today's episode
excited.
was amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited. Wait, before we close out, I wanted to,
Oh.
last episode I told you that I have I'm big on my hobby this year, and I am going to start pickleball. I wanted to invite you to my first pickleball lesson.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, when's that?
Yes.
Oh,
It's gonna be coming up on January 25th.
okay.
Yes, and I had kept telling Ira, I was like, I want somebody to go to this with me, because this is something new that I'm doing in my life this year, and I really, really want somebody to go. And this is the Ladies Athletic Club of Dallas, so it's all girls. And so I'm like, I want somebody, and I'm like, who is the perfect person? And of course, you kept coming to my mind, of course, but I'm just still saying, Ira, like, he was like, it's Treya, it's Treya. He was like, ask her on the podcast. Ask her on the podcast.
So I
And then
can't
this
say no.
morning, right? So this morning he was like, "You gonna do it? I told you to." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Because I couldn't remember. I didn't remember no more. He was like,
Oh,
"Are you gonna ask Trey?" And I was like, "I'm gonna do it, babe. I'm gonna do it."
okay.
So I am asking
To be
you
your date?
to be my
And your
date.
lesson partner?
Yes, and my lesson partner on
Okay.
my very first pickleball clinic.
Okay. I'll be there.
Okay.
Need an outfit.
I know.
I'm gonna need a pink tennis skirt.
Oh my god, I need one too. Thankfully, it's inside too, so
Oh,
we can
thank
still
God.
wear our skirts. It's an indoor clinic.
Oh,
So
thank God.
yeah,
Well,
and the coach is a tennis coach as well.
the
So,
funny thing is,
yeah.
my nephew, the toddler,
Yeah.
Duck.
Duck.
No, they're both duck, but Big Duck.
Big duck. Okay, I got you.
Big Duck has been hitting
Mm.
the balls, the tennis ball, and we been playing tennis in the house.
Oh wow.
There's no court, but anyways, I was like, I can do this. I can do this all day. And I was like,
Right.
maybe I should pick up tennis. I
Right.
need a hobby this year.
Right.
But okay. Alrighty.
Okay.
Woo, I'm excited. Okay.
Yes,
Let's
I'm excited too.
all right. Ending the podcast on a positive. Thank you for your invite.
You're welcome.
I hope that you guys can find some value in our video today. If so, go ahead and like it, comment, and subscribe on
And
our
share
YouTube.
it with a friend.
And yes,
somebody
please
you
share.
love.
Yes.
That you want to see grow.
Yes.
I mean, we just want to see all of
these
that
are some
grow.
of the steps. These are some of the steps that we're taking. Not necessarily steps that you have to take, but take what you want. We are no doctors. We are no psychiatrists. We're just trying to see how to live a better life for us.
Mm-hmm.
So if any of those that you find value in, go ahead and take it. Let us know.
Yes.
But you can always follow us on They Love Our Energy on YouTube. Also on the Instagram.
Yes.
And you can find me at everythingtreya_ until I change it, because I still plan on changing it. And you can find my lovely sister at
Always R Nicole. Nicole is spelled Necchole.
And we spelled energy right today, y'all.
Yes, y'all. Did y'all catch that on our last episode?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Anyways, we love you. Bye.
We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.